Okay, students, we are going to talk about how to graph a line using 1 point and your slope. Okay, so before, if we wanted to graph a line, I'm going to do this because my coordinate plane on my board is far away from the rest of the board, so this works easier. Before, if we wanted to graph a line, we had to have some coordinate points. So we had like an XY chart. This was the coordinate point 1, 5, so I'd plot it. This is the coordinate point 2, 6, so I'd plot it. 3, 7, 4, 8, maybe I had more points, but the point is I'd get 4 or 5 or 6 points. I'd have to plot all those points, and then I would have to connect the dots. Now we don't need to have all of that. So, for example, if I am told that the coordinate point -2, 3 is on my line, and I am told that the slope of my line is 1/2, okay? I can graph my whole line, but I do need to have a starting point. So I tell a lot of people, think of it like a GPS. If you enter a destination into your GPS, you have to give it a starting location so it knows where to give you those directions from. And the slope is the directions. So what we're going to do is we're going to plot this point, and then we're going to use the slope. We're going to use these directions to move to get to our next point. Okay, now you remember from a previous video that slope is rise over run. Okay, so the top number tells me how to rise, the bottom number tells me how to run. Okay, so this is how we're going to move up or down. This is how we're going to move over. So this means my top number is a 1. That means I'm going to rise 1. So I'm going to move up 1, okay, and then run, I'm going to move over 2. Our over is always to the right. You don't even have to think about it. It's going to be to the right. So I need to plot the point -2, 3, and then go up 1 over 2. So on the back, this is my x-axis, this is my y. -2, 3, -2 on the x, 3 on the y is right there. So from there, I just simply have to count up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and then I can connect those points, draw my arrows, and I have graphed my line a lot quicker and easier than having to make an XY chart and then plot the points from that XY chart. So I had a starting point, and then the slope gave me directions on where to move. So let's try another one. Okay, so let's say I'm starting at the point -5, 6. Okay, and my slope is -3 over 4. Okay, so again, remember it is rise over run. The bottom is always going to be to the right, so I'm definitely going over. My top, however, is negative. That means I'm going to go down. So if you have a positive number, you're going to go up. If you have a negative number, you will go down. You will always go to the right. You don't have to worry about a negative being on the bottom. The negative will go on the top, which means you will go down. Okay, so if you say, but Mrs. Lang, what if they give me 3 over -4? 3 over -4 can be rewritten as -3 over 4. You just simply move the negative to the top. So then it is down 3 over 4, so that we're always going to the right. So my rise is actually a fall. I'm going to go down 3, but I'm still going to go over 4. So I'm going to plot the point -5, 6, and then go down 3 over 4. So -5, 4, 5, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the coordinate point -5, 6. And now I have to go down 3 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives me my line. And that's all I have to do. Let's try one more example. And remember, the bigger the slope, the steeper the line. So if I have the coordinate point 1, -4, and my slope is, let's just say my slope is 2. Okay, so my starting point is 1, -4. Now, shoot, that's just a number. That's not a fraction. I need to have a fraction because I need to know my rise over my run. What is the 2? Is it the rise or the run? And if it's 1, what's the other? Okay, this is going to take us back to elementary. If you have a whole number, how you turn it into a fraction is you have to put it over 1. Now we have our rise and our run. So this says we're going to go up 2 over 1. So that's going to be our slope. And this is going to be a little steeper than the other ones because the other ones were all less than 1. 2 is bigger than 1. So I'm going to plot the point 1, -4. Okay, so 1 on the x and -4 on the y. And then I'm going to go up 2 over 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. And that is how you graph a line using just a point and a slope.